Lamau. Actually, let's get the chill lo-fi whatever the fuck going. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Hi. No, Michael M. Mouse did not, in fact, kill me. So let's just get me back onto the screen. Hello, hello, and let me just get this out the fuck away, cause in front of my face. Hi guys. My name is Gomiya. I'm a bear. I need to figure out where yeah, there we go. Hi. No, Michael M. Mouse did not kill me, although honestly, by this time, I've pretty much slandered his name so much that, if he isn't out to get me, then he really should watch his little, fucking black ass. His little furry ass. they're just all furries. Disney is just all furries. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh fuck. They started playing a fucking commercial on this fucking lo-fi playlist, and I'm trying my hardest to get my schedule to a point where I can actually look for a playlist where I don't have to deal with that shit anymore, but yeah, it is what it is. Fuck up Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and choke the life out of that fucking mouse. Wasting my time, wasting years of my life. Um uh there's some chat in your vandalism go. No, that was deliberate. That was a part of the shtick. I really wanted to see what you guys would think if I suddenly took a left turn out of the narrative that was happening there and told you what could have happened there. Because, I was really thinking about it, and my ears kind of like, if you don't pay attention to the fact that the rest of me exists, like the silhouette kind of looks Mickey Mouse, right? It does. Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been working on the intro screen is now permanent. I was working on that for quite a bit of the last couple of months. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that intro screen. I know that some of you came in late, so you weren't able to see it. I was actually ready before all of you came in. So oh wait, shit. Oh my fucking god, how long is this fucking ad? Okay, there we are. Now we can get our fucking music back. Uh, I hope there are no more commercials. Anyway, I tried to play it as long as possible. I was actually ready to go, but I wanted to see if I could get as many people as possible because I worked really, really hard um, on that animation. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Uh, I don't know if I want to just upload a copy of that animation onto my YouTube, in case you guys want to go ahead and see it. But I mean, I suppose for like bookkeeping sakes, I probably should. But yeah, I did a whole animation, and I really hustled, and now there's an outro screen as well. So I hope you do guys stick around a little bit before we go into our raid, so you can see exactly what I did with that. But yeah, how are you guys? This was creepypasta tier. I don't think I wasn't intending on going for creepypasta. I was just telling a story. Because as you all know, I'm a fictional bear, so everything that I do has a lot to do with the idea that I'm just trying to tell stories about myself. And none of it is real. I like one thing that I really wanted to do that I never got around to was to make a screen that was like none of the events portrayed in this bear stream it's all a work of fiction basically. So because it's true, none of the things that you just saw were real. So but it was important to me, but I kind of wanted to make sure that things were actually done and I was able to talk to you guys before I did anything. But yeah. Good on you. Got you on while I work. Well, Marie, I'm really, really happy that you're here. Thank you so much for supporting me. Even though I would have been basically MIA for the past 2 months. I don't know. I wasn't actually tired of streaming, but I was doing quite a bit with my time not streaming. And the vast majority of it is now over, and now I can talk about it. So I should probably just. I feel like I probably should have made a list of things that I wanted to talk about, but maybe what's better to do, because I am an online entertainer entertaining people, is to ask how you guys have been. I know that I've been talking to some of you guys on Twitter and on social media and on Discord over the past couple of months, but I have been kind of a uh, non non person for the past few months. I'm trying to get back into the hang of just streaming normally, but it's gonna take a while, honestly. Yeah. Been okay? Aw, you missed me. Wake up, Bear. Actually, I'm gonna go back to sleep. Good night. Ugh. Good God, I've been so fucking tired. Like, the actual trying to take a rest thing has not been a joke. In between working my ass off to make sure that everything was done for this stream, I have been attending to other things, and it's been taking such a fucking long time and taking so much of my energy that whenever I wasn't awake, I was in fact probably just fucking sleeping or playing Hades because I have no self-control, honestly. But, okay, my excuse for that is that the sequel is coming out really, really soon, and I want to be able to say, hey, I've gotten every single one of the gods happy. I've gotten as far as possible in the game. I want to be able to say I am so ready to for Melanoia and for everything else to get started. To be able to say, hey, I fully 100%ed as much of Hades as I can. I am now ready for the next part of the game. Gay for Hades, Gades. Yeah. Why do they rhyme? It is because rhyming is gay and so is Hades. Let's see. Just been chasing Manny. Oh, Riri, are you a manatee chaser? That is that's a little weird, but I can see why you would be in this case so attracted to manatee ass, as it were. So yeah, I do not begrudge you that, but you do you I fully support your manatee chasing. You know, manatees are endangered as far as I can tell. So if they have chasers after them, I say, I mean, I'm not a part of the manatee community. I am a bear. I'm a very I am a bear, but I won't speak for other manatees. I won't speak for other mammals, that is. But I will say that I'm sure that the manatee community is very happy for your enthusiasm in the matter. You're excited to see my Arcanines lineup? Actually, you know what? Let me just make that right now. Hang on. I'm just gonna make a new text. Um, because I have been playing a lot of Arknights during my break. Arknights lineup. And I have pulled a few new characters. And I know this concerns only one person, but hey, how many people are in here? Like at maximum, like maybe 5 or 6. I can field all of your burning questions one at a time. This is something that's completely up my alley. Let me just make an outline on this. Make this black. Pretty sure that'll do it. Where the fuck did it go? Hello. Properties. Okay. Why? It's degraded. That's so funny. Okay, hang on. Let me actually fix that. What the fuck? I know how to stream. I was doing it for a year before I left. God damn. Okay. Slick feather. Oogie. Alright, there we go. My Arknights lineup. I also played hundreds of hours of Hades. You know, I think many people who are Hades aficionados have in fact been doing the same thing. So I feel very united for the cause. I feel liberated. I feel homosexual, which is very weird for me being asexual as I am. But you know, it's for the cause. It's for the movement. So I'm happy to be one of the crowd in this particular case. But yeah, let me just get that a little bit bigger. My Arknights lineup. Okay, this one specifically is for you. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so I've got Silver Ash. It's 12 to a group, right? So I've got Silver Ash, got Fiala, got let's see, Siege, got Myrtle. I've got Passenger, New Boy. Got, let's see. Well, those guys tend to be my core. So there's Saria. Oh, okay. From here on out, my brain just kind of blanks. It's usually just some sort of mishmash between wife picks, honestly. So, I mean, I've got Blaze. I've got, um, let's see. Who else do I usually put up? Give me a second. Oh, yeah. Phantom. God. Yeah. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Sorry, like, I only really got back into it in the last month, so I don't really have many of the new units. Um, so honestly, it is probably going to be a pretty non-meta old setup, but from what I've seen out of the meta discussions, quote unquote, um, I think that it's Arknights in general is pretty good at balancing, so all of the stuff that was meta in the past is still pretty alright. In the next few days, I'm trying to save up enough currency to buy Mudrock from the store because I feel like I really need her. But for what it is, let me just think. Who do I usually like sub in at this point? Oh, do I have to actually open Arknights? I don't remember who else I have in there anymore. Hello, Sleepy. Oh, goodness. Yeah, hearts to those who want to redeem. Well, I welcome you, and I welcome the attention. Thank you very, very much for coming. I'm actually just gonna go to the wiki. I don't remember who I have anymore. This is really embarrassing. Fucking hell. Like I have like a setup where I have pretty much every single person that I take into everything. Oh, wait. What's that small child's name? What is that small child's name? Huh? For some reason, am only remembering her non-operator name, which is Lisa. How do I not remember her name? What the fuck? Give me. This is embarrassing. What the fuck? Hello. No. Can I get the full? Can I get the full list, please? Can I get the full list, please? Can I get the full list? Okay. All right. Here we go. This is a lot better. This is. I know. This is the most fucking. You've never seen content this just so riveting before. I know that you are just bouncing out of your seat trying to catch up with how much action and tension and drama is going on. So I do apologize if I am overstimulating any of you. I do apologize if I am being a little bit too raw for you guys, too active. But you see, I haven't streamed in a hot fucking minute. Oh, that's one. I sometimes use Air Scarpe, but I wouldn't say that he's in like my main team. But you know, I know it's hard to get used to a streamer who is 100% paying attention to chat and not paying attention to like an assortment of anime wives and husbands. Like, I know that I'm probably. Oh, right! Fucking. Is this going over my face? I can't tell. I also can't see chat, so I'm not really sure why I'm asking. I'm a professional, guys. I am probably the best streamer that has ever been of all time. I know that I have other chats to keep up with, but this is very important to me. I know that most people pronounce her name Exia and not Exusiae, but for fuck's sake, how is it not Exusiae? I know that the Japanese name is Exia, and they just translated to Exusiae for whatever the fuck reason. whenever I look at her name, my brain takes over. My beautiful fucking knowledge of phonemes. Hi. Oh, hello, Miblia. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining the trash pile, as it were. I actually still don't know what to call you guys, but you know, it is what it is. I know that you guys will someday name yourselves, and I'm gonna be like, yay! I'm so happy that you guys are thriving even without any guidance from me. Yeah, this is definitely going over my face. I can see it. Fuck. Okay, Peter. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm almost done shitposting. I swear to God that I'm gonna be a real, like, I will actually pay attention to you guys. You guys will feel loved, respected, acknowledged. What the fuck is this girl's name? Suzuran, that's her name. Sorry, Suzuran. She spooked me on a banner, and I wasn't even mad about it, but I also forget that she exists, so sorry, Suzuran. She's very good. I know she's very good. I just forget that she exists a lot. It's bad. It really is. Oh, right, and I very recently got... Alright. And units I still need to train up. I did just get... What's her fucking name? There are too many hot girls in this game, I'm sorry. Too many. Just way too many. I don't know what to do with myself, honestly. This is a heavy shooter. Her name's Schwartz, that's her name. And then, who else did I get? Oh, wait. Oh, Gladia, that's her name. Yep, and that's about it. Alright, Broca's got that chest though. Yeah, the titties! Alright, give me a second. Oh wait, did the quack go off? Oh wait, no, I have to do the quack, that's right! Fuck, okay, hold on. Hopefully you heard that. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll up. I'm after the resources. It's an inside joke. The resources? What resources would a manatee have besides the subcutaneous layer of fat under the epidermis? I'm not really sure. That's what I would be interested in, being a bear and all, but you know, it is what it is. Manatee. The manatee community. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, speedrunning Hades. That's something I will never fucking do. I am too bad at it. But I know that you are a speedrunning master, or at least someone who's incredibly interested in that. So Marie, if you do speedrun Hades, I will try and be in attendance. I've got a little bit more time now that I'm done hibernating, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what other people have been up to while I've been out. Yeah, Arknights, I think it's not a perfect game by any means. It's not. It is by no means the best gacha game of all time, but it is good for what it is. So I'm really, really excited to be back into it. And quitting Genshin Impact permanently after I pull Baiju. There are no words for how happy I am about that. Yeah, Siege is really good. She's kind of the black sheep of my team since I got her pretty late. And I had Myrtle, and I've been using other vanguards before her. I've been using a lot of Vigna and... what's her name? The really cool dragon girl. I really like her. I've been using a lot of them before I got Siege, so it took me a while to be like, yeah, Siege does a lot for me, and I really should appreciate her more, because she is very good looking, and also very useful. Alright, hello people of the stream, blah blah blah, Phantom. Yeah, Phantom. He saves my ass from all of my terrible mistakes, because I'm not good at Arknights. I just, I try my best. Gomi, you okay there? Is Gomi okay? That's a good question. Gomi is almost never okay. I will explain that part later, but honestly, as you can see, my dedication to showing you guys my actual fucking face is at an all-time high slash low. I will never actually let you perceive the stream in a way that would be like at all conducive to your viewing experience. So, I mean, I'd apologize for that, but I've made my entire brand out of being just an absolute piss shit person, so I'm not sorry. Sultry Whips. Also, I forgot my whole lineup. Bunny Girl, I guess. Yeah, Bunny Girl, one of them. How many Bunny Girls are there? The only one I'm remembering off of the top of my head is that one girl. Well, besides Amiya, that one girl who's like really good friends with Amiya, who no one uses because her kit was made really, really. Huh. I don't know anything about Arknights. All I know is that my current favorite characters in the entire world are in that game, and no, you don't get to know who they are. All right, Suzerain. Oh, you her name in the chat, and I didn't realize. Why don't I pay attention to chat? This is why. This is why all of you guys have trust issues. Hi Bear. Hi Azrael. How are you? I hope your stream went well. I know that you were streaming with AR a little bit earlier, and I know that you've been having a tough time with it. So I really hope you pulled through on that. Uh, yeah. Broca does have the titty. I haven't been playing the current event, but I know that I could probably grind up enough to get that skin of his where he just is just fully titty out. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it right now, honestly. I'm streaming at the moment. Cruz can solo most maps. Cruz, I think Cruz is very powerful. I do think she's one of the 3 stars that I left at like Elite 1 level 15 because I just ended up using other units more. But now that I'm back into it and I see that they've made the roguelite mode permanent, I am gonna start trying and making a point to raise up all of my 3 stars because they're very useful for that mode. E2 Telopsis, yeah. She's so handy. She saved my fucking ass in a lot of ways. Like I got Perfumer and Susuro really late to the point where I am actually very like I'm dead set against using them because I'm so stubbornly like, wait, Telopsis. But Telopsis can do everything. Telopsis saves my ass, she files my taxes, she holds my hands when I'm cold, she washes my dishes whenever I don't want to do them. Telopsis does everything for me, and the least I can do for her is try to push ahead with her as my only medic, and it just doesn't work out for me usually because Perfumer and Susuro are very useful. I really need to actually appreciate girls who are not my wives, honestly. Mivlia, yeah. I did catch a little bit of that stream where you were rating punkness, and I didn't actually know which genre of punk that you were because there is this whole aesthetic of punk that I don't think that I quite get at. But if it comes down to being DIY, being the type of person who will do things by myself just because no one else is gonna fucking do it for me, then yeah, I suppose that does kind of make me punk. But again, I do really think that I'm more tired than punk because I'm a lot of the time not doing it to make a statement. I am doing it more because I'm very used to people not doing things for me. But yeah, I do appreciate I do appreciate my ranking very much. I didn't realize that you would rate me that high, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for including me in that. And I would love to participate in anything that you have going on in the future. I really like it. I really like community participation, stuff like that, even if like I can't drum up a lot of enthusiasm within me to do these kinds of things for other people, but I feel like I should. I don't know. Maybe that's why I feel as though I'm not doing enough, maybe. Honk skunk. trash pile is an excellent name. Hmm. Um, I live in a dumpster, so yeah, I know that we've had some conversations about calling the fan base like trash goblins or whatever, and like I have my mm, objections to that because mainly I'm the one who lives here, not you guys. You guys are real people. You live in fucking houses and shit. And I mean, you live in places that are not trash, is what I'm saying. I live in the literal fucking garbage. So calling you guys garbage people, especially when garbage people, one, do exist, and two, do a very essential service for society, it just. I honestly don't know what to do with that, but I don't know. Maybe we can have another conversation about that at another time. Trash can so Gomiya appeared near us at all times. Hmm. I mean, I think most people have trash cans, right? So I'm in most places. But, you know, when you're not looking. Perfect placement. What do you mean? Wait, hang on. Anyway, this is run. Hot damn, that's pretty sick. Oh wait, no, there's a second quack. Sorry, Marie, I didn't see that. Quack. 2 quacks so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the quacks. Quack. Speedrunning Hades is just a normal run, but being aware of when the timer stops and abusing that. I see, I see. I know that there is an item that, or what is it? One of those skull challenge things that you have to complete every single level in under 9 minutes. And frankly, too much of my fighting style is built around the fact that I cry and run away from everything. So it really is, what is it, a battle of attrition? So I don't think that I could ever get around the fact that I would have to attrite very quickly. But the way that people can do that is really amazing to me. I really I'm excited to see people actually play it well, because a lot of the time whenever I'm trying to learn something new, I try to watch people who are very good at it. Even if I don't catch anything other than the fact that they're very good at it, sometimes I can pick up some things that I may have been doing wrong and go, oh yeah, I could probably do that better. And it's never a matter of me just studying them or working really hard. It's just me looking over what they've done and going, oh, that was really obvious. I wonder why I don't do that. Hello, Dwangery. Yo, shit, we playing Arknights? I don't know. Are we playing Arknights? How many of us are playing Arknights? I know Azrael is trying to get back into it. I know Diz was the one who convinced me that going back was a worthwhile cause. I know Marie played it a while back, and apparently you are into it. But yeah, I've been looking at the new banners coming up. I don't think I'm gonna have enough for Malinar. But I think after trying to get Mudrock before she leaves the shop, I think, who do I really want to get? There's some very new units coming up, and then I don't know, because I know Texas and what's her name? Texas and who else are about to get new alt units, but neither of them are my wives. So I am very not meta, full wife focused when it comes to Arknights. So I try to make sure it's how I stay sane with the fact that I won't get every single new unit. I'm strictly, if this character is not my wife, no matter how meta the unit is, I am not gonna get all up in my feelings if I don't get them, you know? I mean, I was really lucky to start out with Silver Ash, so it made the rest of the game easy enough for me, you know? Siege to a big schmack. Ling, Chen. Ling or Chen? I know I like Chen. Chen's really cool, and I know Ling is going to be really meta-defying, or it is already. Is she out in global? I actually don't know. But yeah, neither are my wives, but I do think they're very cool. Arknight Slug is the best character. I crashed a go-kart. You crashed a go-kart. Oh, in AR. Oh, okay. I'm glad that you're all right. I mean, if that were me, I would probably be dead, but you know, that's only because I'm fictional and you're not. Things that happen to you in AR stay strictly AR, and for that, I think we all should be grateful. Uh, Poison Slug Girl. Do you mean blue poison? Or it? Blue poison is an Aegir, right? All I remember is that she's just Bloop. I just call her Bloop. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't, but I think it's kind of funny. I also never raised her because I got her late. Again, I think that so many of the meta units, like the meta 4 and 5-star units, I got so late. So I never ended up using them. Like Texas, for example, and fucking, what's her name? I got Quora really fucking late. So and by the time I had Quora, I had Saria. So I'm sorry to everyone who just like swears by these units. I just never get a chance to raise them because I get so many units that I would rather raise in their place, you know? Cruise can carry you on maps above her recommended level. Use Angelina for a laser. Like, you know, I still don't have an Angelina. I think I quit right before Angelina was scheduled to be in the shop, and then I just never ended up getting her. I do really want to get her though. I think she's actually really cool, but to this day, I'm not ever going to aim for her, but I think she's super cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's so many different kinds of punk. You're punk as well. Being tired is a bad. Yeah. Oh wait, third quack. Didn't see that. How many quacks can we get to today? How many ducks? Because I don't know if you guys realize it yet, but every time I quack, I do swallow a duck completely whole, feathers and all. They are alive. They are screaming as they enter my esophagus and go down into my digestive tract. So congratulations, y'all are murderers. But yeah, it is what it is. Animal cruelty, yum. I can't support this. That is the first and last plaque you will ever acquire. As always, I am legally obligated to say, for legal purposes, everything that I say about murder on this channel is and will always be a joke. I don't know if that's a punk vibe or me just being an asshole, but I do try and make it so that you guys always are constantly doubting reality while you're here. So cheers. Oh, I'm almost at the end of chat. Holy shit. I didn't even get to the part of all of this where I was going to explain what fucking happened to me in the past like 3 months or so. God damn. Alright, let's keep scrolling. Crying and Runaway is a tactical... Crying and Runaway or tactical retreat. I think for cool people, you would call it a tactical retreat, but I have never once called myself cool. I am good at what I do. I'm talented. I am very, very determined to do whatever the fuck I want. But cool, I would never call myself cool. So if I ever do a cool thing, it is literally always by accident. Please remember that. Bloop was a good sniper because she did a bit of art style. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's the thing. I for the longest time I never had blue poison. I had that one supporter who was actually an arts supporter who prioritized drones. What was her name? I'm gonna just look at. I'm just gonna look it up. I still have the Arknights wiki open. Oh god, this is just an Arknight streak, guys. I'm so sorry. We're just gonna talk about Arknight's meta the entire time. Glaucus, that's her name. Yeah, I got her way before I got blue poison, so I ended up raising her as one of my main sources of arts damage. And then I got blue poison, and then I never ended up doing anything with her. Wait, do I? No. Wait a minute. I don't have blue poison. That's right. That's literally right. I've never once gotten blue poison. I still don't have her. One of the very few 5 stars I still think from the very beginning that I don't have. I remember getting Lapland very late. Yeah, I ended up buying Lapland because I was like, um, I have Silver Ash and I have Air Scarpe. So the only thing that both of them do that Lapland no, the only thing that those two can't do that Lapland can is silence. And then at that point I had what's her name? Podenko? So I had both Podenko and Jay. So it just was like uh, never really I never was really starving for any silencing, you know? And also, I never silence units because I'm really bad at the game and I don't understand. I just literally don't understand how the status effects work. Like, I went back into it today and I was on one of the new maps and they have elemental debuffs now. And I was absolutely swoggled, bewildered, confused, lost and afraid, pissing myself in this forest, just clawing endlessly through the darkness like, what the fuck? Why are my units taking so much fucking damage? And it turns out they have just a new way of applying status effects in this fucking game. So now I have to like buy Honeyberry or whatever the fuck from the credit store, and it's just a whole mess. I don't know anything. I'm just a bear. My brain is very small. Uh oh, another quack. Holy shit. Okay, there you go. Another duck dead. You're welcome. All right. Another quack. I thought you just said that you couldn't support this. Are you perhaps not the type to be able to stick to your guns? Are you in fact weak sauce? Because yeah, me too. Happy Valentine's Day, cool trash bear. I did just say that I'm not cool, but thank you so much for wishing me a happy Valentine's Day. I am having a happy Valentine's Day. You know why? Because I barely remember what day it is any day. So I just try to strive to have the best possible day I can, no matter what day it is. The only thing I will probably remember to do, and not even that, is to go to the grocery store and buy all of the half off chocolate. And I'm not even that much of a fan of chocolate, so maybe I won't do that at all. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do something else tomorrow now that I think about it. Um, I don't know anything about Arknights meta. I don't even know how to play Arknights. All I know is Texas. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Texas is in the game. You're welcome. She's a huge lesbian. Most of the girls are, actually. Prominix. No, not Prominix. I actually just got Prominix, when I just started back up with one of my vouchers, because Prominix was another character that I got incredibly late. I'm really free to play in Arknights, which is why I don't have a lot of characters. I do kind of intend to stay kind of free to play, even though it's kind of tempting to spend a little bit of money right now because I know that I kind of need Mudrock, but you know, it's okay. I only play the roguelite mode anyway. I'm almost there. I am stalled out on the roguelite mode because I currently the game gave me called Seat, and she is currently decimating things for me, and I also have passenger and pretty much everything that I need to actually have a really fucking good run. So I'm just like crossing my fingers. Holy shit, I can get through it at normal mode this time. I can do it. Franca for my art. She's just very much a glass cannon. Yeah, I never used Franca. I know that tactically one block guard operators are made to be one guard block in order to be able to solo really bad shit. The thing is, though, again, I always had Silver Ash. So all I ever did, okay, so I had Silver Ash, and then right afterward I got Aepia. So I was always able to DPS everything I needed to DPS before even blocking became a problem. So it's really new to me to think about units like Heligor, for example, or I don't know, is Surtur block one? To think about them in terms of being a character that should only be down there for a certain amount of time. It took me a while to get used to using Utage for, you know, her intended purpose. And I'm still just like, but I have Phantom. He is right there. He kills everything. Why should I do it? I really shouldn't think like that though. I want to... Arknights is one of those games that is in my favorite genre of video games, which is tower defense gacha games. And then they put in roguelite, and now it's just the only game I ever want to play. Oh, okay, no, that's not true. The only game I ever want to play is Grand Blue Fantasy, but I can't because I do things outside of video games, so it's sad that I have to play Arknights. You know, I'm suffering here playing a game that I actually like. I've only had April and Cruz for my snipers LOL until Pozemka. Oh yeah, you got Pozemka! Congratulations! I know that she is meta-defying at this point, and she's very cute. I'm so glad that you got her. April, though, I know April is very, very fucking good. So, again, I think Exio was one of the very first units that I got. So, a lot of units that I probably could have used at the very beginning, I just straight up didn't because I had the 6-star really good version of them. But not to say that I never used any of them. Like, I think who's a 3-star I ended up using quite a bit. Probably Spot quite a bit, because there were always moments where I mean, I know that Gummy of all units is free and she exists, but I don't know. I always feel like Saria can do so many things, so when she can't do the job of healing things, that Spot's there. I don't know. I should probably look at my list of 3-stars to see who I actually raised. Meteorite for my sniper, AoE, and armor breaking. Yeah, Meteorite rules! You know, I actually should probably put her on this list. That's right on top of my face. Hang on. Just... Yeah, I got Meteorite pretty early too. She carried, honestly. She still carries whenever I do that one mode that gives you so much fucking Originium. She's really good at clearing, what is it called? Lungmin downtown. Lungmin downtown? Lungmin? I don't know Chinese. I'm sorry. Close. Arknights line up. I'll probably get this out of my face at some point, but at this point, I'm doing it to make a point. You're right. Texas Alter limited since Consigns explode spiders and scope. Oh, that's what they do? I just dealt with the AoE. I realized you could literally silence that so it just doesn't fucking happen. I cannot tell you how stupid I am at this game. Shit. God. Hot girl guns. That's correct. Yeah, Pozemka is pretty. So Pozemka is really pretty, and I like how in the narrative they've made it so that all of these tragic Russians running away from tragic Belarussia are, like, you know, appropriately fucked up for the way that they were raised and had to deal with being alive. I like that. I really like the Russians quite a bit as a whole. I wouldn't say any of them are, like, you know, my absolute favorite, but I think that the narrative that they make is so cool. I have no strong convictions nor morals. All you have is just a desire for quacks. I respect that. I don't respect you, but I respect your resolve. Marie, do I have a gacha game for you then? Valentine's Day is just before Bessie's birthday, so that's when I think about it. Yeah, I've got a few friends who have birthdays around Valentine's Day, so that's generally how I keep track of the day. They are very lucky. They get a lot of chocolate around that time. The roguelike mode came out again, right? Honestly, I can't play too much or praise on my FOMO brain. You know, that's true. I think that gacha get it's not an I think statement. Never mind. It is a definitely gacha games prey on people who experience a huge amount of FOMO. Because you want to be able to 100% everything while the event is there. And I wouldn't say I'm very vulnerable to FOMO, but I would say that for me, the urge to 100% complete every single event is something that I have to constantly, consciously avoid. I have to put myself in front of the screen going, okay, I'm actually just going to ignore the last few challenge modes because I cannot figure out how to do this in the time it would take me to efficiently do it. I just have other shit to do. So I consciously have to say, I'm going to do this much in the event and stop, and it's going to be fine. And if there is an event that later comes out where if I really grind at it, I'll get something I want, then I can invest the time later. But for right now, I have to be really responsible with my own brain and go, no, I cannot complete this, but... And yeah, that's also why I have that rule about I will only pull for a unit if I can sense huge amounts of spouse material. Otherwise, I just won't pull for them because keeping up with the meta was never really the point. The point is, Arknights has, again, my two favorite characters of all time in it, and it also has a really good roguelite mode that I really enjoy. Oh god, I cannot wait to finish it. Oh, I'm so close on this run. I can't wait to actually get around to whatever I have to do today and then sit down today and try and finish it because I'm so fucking close, you guys. I have such a good team. I just need to focus. I have Passenger. I have him fully upgraded. It's just a matter of time at this point. Bronca is designed to fight the big tanky point that guards aren't supposed to be able to block most of the time, so she one-shots them or dies. Yeah. I can't understand that. I got Saria so quickly in the game that my entire strategy revolves around put Saria in front of the thing, hope Saria survives until my other DPS can take whatever the fuck it is out. And it's bad. I feel like I should be more flexible when it comes to actually thinking about my strategy. But you know what? Again, I'm just dumb. I'm allowing myself the space to be dumb. Sometimes I need to do that for myself. I had this conversation the other day where someone was like, "Oh, why do you call yourself stupid all the time? You're just point blank are not stupid. Why do you call yourself stupid all the time?" And I had to think about it for a second, and my answer was, it makes me feel better about not doing everything, because a lot of the time in my life, I feel as though I'm so good at things that people often rely on me to finish things or to do things that they cannot do. And I get tired. So looking at something and going, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to finish this. Actually, I am too stupid to do this and I don't want to do it and I'm not going to try. That actually makes me feel a lot better than people saying, "Oh, you're so smart, you're so talented," because it just makes me feel as though I should be doing something about things. I'm too tired for that. This is why I'm not punk. Hi. Oh, Helby. Yeah, I didn't see you come in. Sorry. I'm just like I literally started chat. I did a weird ARG thing, and then you guys were saying stuff, so I went back literally in chat to. I we're this is a mess. This is a mess of a fucking. I should just probably cut my losses and not respond to every single one of these messages. But I don't know. I feel like you guys are so interesting, or at least the topics that you're bringing up are so interesting that I want to talk about every single one of them. Hi Bear, hi Chat. How good is the corporate mandated day of affection and product consumption? I honestly, if I hadn't gone to the grocery store today, I probably would have forgotten that today was the day. Oh man. Okay. I went to the grocery store because I needed to get a few things from the grocery store, and there were a bunch of a bunch of guys just walking out of the grocery store, walking into the grocery store carrying around like bouquets, and it took everything I had in me to just be like, Gomiya, you're not allowed to just point and laugh at these men. You're not allowed to point and laugh at these men for being very nice people and getting fresh flowers for whatever loved one that they're going to get them for. They are big manly men with flowers in their hands, and you're not allowed to make fun of them just because they wanted to do something nice. Be nice. But I wanted to make fun of them so bad. Ooh, you got somebody you care about. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, but once I got into the grocery store, there was this really hot girl with two fucking handfuls of flowers, and I was like, holy shit. The urge to tease just kind of flew out of my body. I was like, holy shit, that girl is so hot. I hope whoever gets those flowers has a completely fucking radical day, because holy shit, that girl is so hot. So if you ever need me to stop being me, just put a hot girl in front of me and I will instantly lose all will to do anything for myself. This is a message from me by me. So Bear, what's your favorite animal race? In Arknights, my three favorites are foxes, angels, and sarkaz. Oh, that would be telling, wouldn't it? My favorite races, huh? I don't really think about Arknights in terms of the animal races. As you can see, if I were in the world of Arknights right now, I would probably just be a fucking Ursus. Like, right? But I wouldn't say that they're my favorite. I wouldn't say that I look at any of the races and go, yeah, they're my favorite. I am very character driven. Like, if my favorite characters are of a certain race, it is not, that is literally just a coincidence. I don't really choose based on design or whatever races. But if it comes down to, or maybe I should think about it this way. There are races in the game that have very interesting histories and very interesting ways that they are written. And I think Sarkaz, you're right, Sarkaz are cool. They have a very interesting relationship with the world around. The world building in Arknights is so fucking cool, honestly. Yeah, Sarkaz get the shit end of the stick, but for whatever reason, they are completely normal people who just either get the shit end of the stick or choose to be the shit end of the stick. I think that's awesome. There's a lot you can do with that, and I feel like Arknights goes out of the way in the narrative to embrace the entire spectrum of what Sarkaz, as a rule, are and who they can be. I think that's cool. But my favorite animal race, though, I would say Aegir, except I can't really think of any Aegir that I would say is my favorite, so. I guess I would just have to stick with Sarkaz because they do have some of the most interesting like the spectrum of the storytelling is really interesting when it comes to a character being sarcasm. Whenever you see a character as a sarcasm, you're like, oh, this character has a really interesting way of interacting with the world, an interesting way of seeing the world because they are a sarcasm. And I think that's really cool. Maybe that's my answer for right now. Maybe I'll have a more nuanced answer later on. But right now, yeah, I think that is my answer. Respectless Sag. Yet another quack. God, y'all really don't like fucking ducks. Fucking ducks. I really hope you guys don't like fucking ducks. I wouldn't spend hours and hours for a single Originite Prime. Hello, this is Echo again, and this is my SN3 low stars, all stars. Shout out to the event with only 3 stars. Yeah, I watch a lot of Kirsten. I don't know how he does it or why he does it or if he has a Patreon. I feel like I should be paying him, honestly, for how many times he's made my clears of each event just pretty much effortless. I feel as though if I had more time, I could probably do the exact same content, but I don't. I just straight up do not. And I don't make Arknight's content to pay the bills. And he does. So I'm really grateful to him. I think that what he does is just a public service. And again, every cent that I would spend on this game to roll for a new character would probably be a lot better spent just paying Kirsten for all the shit he does for this fucking community. Gravel. She dies and is back in the fight before the enemy can move again. Yeah, Gravel is cool. Gravel does so much. I'm kind of torn on Gravel, and I don't want to say anything about her because on the one hand, I don't like yandere characters very much. I really don't. But on the other hand, it's Arknight, so I have a lot of trust that she has something interesting psychologically going on. So what I will say is I want to figure out more about her, and that's a lot more than I could say about Genshin. I'll always make the comparison. I'm sorry. I just local Genshin hater here. I'm so sorry. Hot Girl's like Gomi went down by 20. That is exactly what happened. What happened? I can't even say that wasn't what happened. I was literally passing up just a bunch of really shy looking dudes with their fucking bouquets in their hands, just like, oh no, it looks like someone's gonna have a date tonight. Ooh. And then this really hot girl came by and I was like, suddenly, I actually do feel single. I couldn't make fun of her. I couldn't. She was too hot. With the races in each one has a background lore, but just found Angels and Sarkaz lore interesting, and of course Fox is good. Yeah, definitely. I just wish Mostima was stronger in game. Yeah. Again, I think Mostima is so cool. Not because I don't actually have Mostima. I just think that her relationship with Exia is so interesting. God damn. And like, I can't drum up enough enthusiasm to say about like every single one of these characters. Like, they're all so interesting and complex. I wish more character writing was like the character writing in Arknight. It's really fucking good. Yeah, they live less long. Yeah, Sarkaz are interesting. Like, I was looking into like the history of the race, quote unquote, and how they've come to be where they are socially today. And I think that they made some really risky choices with the history writing on the Sarkaz, but at the same time, I don't think that they did it just to be controversial. they were really trying to create a race that experiences a lot of, how do we put this? Discrimination. And then juxtapose that with the fact that Sarkaz are just people. No more and no less like any other person around them. Of course, there are special Sarkaz in the world, just like there are special people in the world, like politicians and whatever. But you also have Sarkaz who just kind of make a day-to-day living. And I think that a story that acknowledges the fact that at every level, these characters are just people trying to live life in whatever way they possibly can, including all the bigots, all of the terrible people in the game, and all the good people in the game. Like, having the entire spectrum is actually important in telling a really fucking good, complex story. So yeah, I really respect what they've done with the Sarkaz, even though I wouldn't say it's perfect. I still think it's so much more interesting that they actually try to make a world where these characters from this one race are not just all one note. They are at every level of society and experience oppression in different ways. It's really well thought out, I think. It's not perfect, but it's better than what a lot I've seen, is what I'll say. Gomi wants some submissive and I don't know. Why would I want things to be submissive and breedable? I want people to do shit for me. That's not submissive. You guys have to actually have guts to do things before I do. But breedable, I guess that's y'all's job. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. You heard Genshin, you have not been summoned, I'm sorry. It's just the same old of me hating on Genshin no matter what it tries to do. I'm so sorry. Maybe if I come back to Genshin in about 2 years, once they crossed fingers, gotten their shit together, maybe. But no, not right now. I want to know the lore of the Faunal Angel. Farah got her name. Is she both Angel and Sarkaz? Is that Mostima? I'm not actually sure. But yeah, I think she's really interesting. Even though I don't know what's going on with her. Yeah, that's Mostima. She's really cool. Typical. I finally made it to the end! Holy shit! Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. Now, this is the part where I actually explain things, because I had a huge intro at the very beginning of this video, and I left a lot of it for me to explain, because there's only so much you can do with mysterious, goofy ARG bullshit. So, here it is. The one explanation of the lore I will do until, I don't know, I feel like doing more, I guess. I really hate doing introduction stuff. God, I hate this. I hate this so much. God damn, I hate this. Okay, okay. So, where to start? I took a break. I took a really long break. A break that, honestly, I did not want to take, but was kind of necessary because there were a lot of things in my life that were going on. One of which was actually guessed a couple of weeks ago by someone that I was doing D&D with during the D&D stream. One of the party members in my D&D group, her name's Yuki, Yuri. Um, she asked if I was moving. I was. I spent the last couple of months moving, um, and I wouldn't make this much of a big deal out of it, except the circumstances behind the move um, were a little bit complicated. Congrats, thanks. I'm actually not in a dumpster right now, which is very weird for me, and it's a part of why I have to put a whole bunch of explanation to all of this. Okay. So I moved. Um, and it did start with a text message. So if you've been following this channel, I've made a lot of oblique references to a lot of things, but one of which is that I was once a part of a research facility as a part of the testing apparatus. And I've only said this like maybe a couple of times, but one day I woke up and all of the higher level researchers were missing. They just didn't come into work. And they didn't come into work the day after that, and the day after that. And I was kind of left to my own devices because no one told me what the fuck I was supposed to do when there wasn't any actual research going on. And I've spoken again, like, obliquely about a bunch of interns that were left behind at that research facility. So I've talked a lot about Eagle. I've talked a lot about Nurse Chan intern. Those were two. A bunch of the interns decided to just go on with life. You know, they left the research facility because they were out of an internship. So they just kind of packed up and left. But a few stayed behind to figure out what happened and how I figured into all of this. One was Eagle, another is Nurse Chan intern. There are a few more, but Nurse Chan intern and Eagle are the only interns I felt comfortable enough with that I could ask if I could talk about them on stream. But yeah, some of them stayed behind to figure out exactly what the fuck happened. So again, story thus far. I was a part of a research facility. One day all the researchers disappeared. We've been trying to figure out exactly what happened. And I'd say I'm not actually a part of all of that because I didn't really like it. I didn't really care, and I still don't really care where the researchers have gone. They were not a part of my life that I considered important to me. So, yeah. All the interns were the ones who were trying to figure out, oh, what happened to these people? What happened to those people? Where do you think they could have gone? And I've just been, living life, streaming, trying to figure out how to be real, That being said, about 3 months ago, Nurse Chan intern reached out to me because she actually found one of the researchers. And I was like, great, why do I give a fuck? I don't really care. But how do I explain this? they did something to her, this researcher. I don't know who they are, probably all the other researchers. We're not exactly sure what's happened, but the fact of the matter is that this researcher was found having lost a lot of her memories. And oh god, I have to actually get into this, don't I? Oh fuck, I hate this. Okay, I'm not gonna go into what the research around my circumstance. I'm not gonna get into everything that entailed. But what I will say is that a lot of the test cases, let's call them, that I was in, I'm kind of, I suppose the closest thing you could call it is a lab rat. I wasn't the subject of the research, I was just kind of a tool. And the experiments themselves were not actually experiments at all. What they were just tests to make sure that I was functioning in the way that they needed me to function, which I don't know what that is. But what it comes down to is that maybe the best way to explain this is that, have you ever had a dream that felt so real that in the middle of the dream, you were something that you were not, but you completely believed it? Or if you're an actor, have you ever been in a role where you knew that everything that your character was experiencing wasn't real, but it was, you know? Or if you've ever played D&D, you're not your character, but you kind of are, right? So the test cases were the different lives that I was in. So they would create a dream space or a game or whatever, and then I would be put into that dream case, or as an actor, as just sort of someone who was always in that world. And then I would go through and live my life as that character. So, yeah, I guess you could call me a D&D character, I suppose. Although that's not really what it was all for. At least I don't think it was. It'd be kind of weird if it was. I don't know. I don't know much. Anyway. The thing is, though, these dreams had to have other people in them, right? I couldn't be the only person in them, or else it wouldn't be a test case where things existed. This is sounding like a melancholy glam anime. Well, none of this is real, by the way. And my voice actor was very into Clamp as a child, as apparently. So maybe that's what it is. Yeah. So all these dreams had to be populated by other characters. I couldn't be the only person in them, or else it wouldn't be like a real fucking story, right? It wouldn't be a real fucking life. But they didn't want to put any real people in there because for whatever reason that wasn't a part of their test case. So what they ended up doing was putting in a bunch of, I would hesitate to call them AI, they were more like puppets that they modeled off of real people. So it was like I was talking to a bunch of NPCs. And several of the researchers made put themselves into the game, basically, as NPCs. They had nothing to do with whatever the NPC did in the game, of course, because they were just NPCs, just kind of modeled off of them. It's just that they, for whatever purposes, looked and acted and were basically like them. I have no idea what a chat GPT is, but maybe, I don't know. Basically, they just made versions of themselves that would interact with me, but they weren't researchers in the dreams, I suppose. They were people who fit into that version of reality I was in. And that researcher was one of them. So, fast forward to now, or well, maybe a couple of months ago, when Nurse Chan intern reached out to me and said, hey, we found one of the researchers. And I'm like, okay, why the fuck do I care? I thought this was your problem. She said that this researcher lost most of her memories. And I said, I still don't see how this is my problem. She didn't lose all of her memories. In fact, she lost a lot of memories, but they were mainly memories of her as a researcher. What she was instead, she had gained the memories, I suppose, or the framework of one of the people in the dream, one of the dream cases. And I asked which one it was. And this is the part they needed help with, because it turns out that the dream case that that researcher thinks she's from is one where she thinks she's my mom. This is some Terra's Art thing, kind of. She really thinks she, well, in that, I mean, she's not wrong, technically. In that dream we were both in, the NPC that was in that dream, that was modeled after her, she was my mom. It's just that right now in this reality, she's not, but she thinks she is right now. I thought it was some Tsubasa Reservoir shit. No. No feather fragments or whatever the fuck. No, it's nothing like that. We don't know what happened to her. We don't know why the other researchers maybe decided to completely wipe her and make her think that she was a fictional character from one of my stories, but it is what it is, and we have no way of reverting her back. So now we have a older woman who is very confused because she is no longer a part of reality that makes sense to her. And like, none of the dream stuff that happened in that world happened here. She's really confused. An old lady who, honestly, no one looks familiar to her. Except for me. Yeah, memoryless, sort of. She thinks she is a woman who, in a reality about how many lives ago? Like 15, 20 lives ago, I suppose. She was a very ordinary mother raising some kids and not a researcher. And the only person that looks even remotely like one of her kids, or like anyone she knew, is me. She doesn't have any resources. She doesn't have a home. She doesn't have the spouse that she had in that dream is no longer. He wasn't real. He's not here. So the past few months have been me fighting with the interns very slowly because on the one hand, this is a researcher. This is somebody that we've been trying to find who maybe still has information that they need to figure out whatever the fuck happened. But on the other hand, this is an old lady who doesn't understand what happened to her and lives in a world now that doesn't make any sense. And the only person that she knows is me. We really had to fight it out. I did not want to do this, but I moved in with her, basically. I live in a house now, which is not something that I've done in about 8 lives or so. And in order for this to be as seamless of a transition for her as possible, as a group, I suppose, we have decided that it is best for me to act as though I am still that character I played in the same dream. So there are going to be times where I call her mom because she's just a part of my life now. She literally is downstairs right now watching TV. And I didn't want to do this at all. I don't want to live with anyone. I hate people. I did not want to do this, but the fact of the matter is I can't stress this enough. She really, literally does not have anyone else in the world she can trust except for me. So, long story short, just long wall of fucking text short, I live in a house now, even though I don't want to. I would much rather be in my dumpster. And I'm living with someone else now. A person who thinks she is my mother. I will make oblique references to her since we're gonna be in each other's hair. And yeah, I'm really not happy about this. God damn, did I not want this. But all of my stuff is moved in now. I have to continue to do the moving process over the next couple of days. But yeah, I live with someone now. And I'm not really sure why you guys needed the lore dump. I probably could have just said, hey, I'm living with somebody else now, so if there are a bunch of noises that you guys don't recognize from before, it's because I live with someone now. I probably could have just said that, but I don't know. I guess there's, I suppose, still a part of me who, like, she really is not my mom. She's not. But I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fuck up and call her my mom. More than once. I know it. I can just feel it in my bones, even though it's not fucking true. And I feel like you guys deserve an explanation. And I am doing this for the sake of the future me who's going to fuck up and said, oh, hang on, be right back. My mom wants me to go cook for her. And I am forestalling anybody saying, wait, I thought you were an experiment. I thought you didn't have parents. And that's all this was. That's literally all this was about. I don't have parents. I really, really don't. But someone who believes that she is my mother, with whom I have a very weird relationship, is currently living with me right now. More confused that Gomi can exist outside of a trash can, to be honest. It's not as though I can leave a trash can. I'm just in every single trash can. It's just that a copy of me is now outside of a trash can, currently living a very weirdly normal life, and I'm not particularly happy about it, but it does kind of need to be done. Yeah, I'm just forestalling any... Oh, I thought you didn't have parents. I don't. I really don't. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna fuck up and call her my mom. Because she was, at one point, kind of my mom. Yeah. Now, she's not gonna be a big part of this stream. I might make oblique references to having to do stuff for her or whatever. She is really confused and she doesn't understand a lot of things. There's a little bit of complexity to that I'm not going to get into right now, but yeah, I'm not really planning on the lore, quote unquote, being a huge part of the stream. I just wanted to make sure that I got this out of the way right now so I can yell at people later on who are like trying to keep up with things. You should have been paying attention, honestly. It's on you at this point. I don't want to fucking explain it anymore. If I get one fucking question about, oh, why are you living with someone? I thought you lived in a fucking garbage can. Well, I do, bitch. I do. It's just that this one with the fucking gaming rig, this one can't right now. But yeah, it is what it is. How long have I been fucking streaming? An hour and a half. Jesus. I wonder how long the stream was when it was just me talking about Arknights. Honestly, I feel like I should still be talking about Arknights. Can we go back to that? I have told as much of the backstory as I feel is fucking necessary at this point, and I would really prefer to go back to the thing that I actually enjoyed doing and play video games. Your lore has fried my brain. Yeah, none of it is important. Literally none of it is important. If you didn't understand it, just like know that I don't really get a lot of it either. I just I don't know. Maybe I'll make things clear later on. But who gives a shit, honestly? I don't. I literally started the stream because I was like, you know, I'm not a part of all of that anymore, so I might as well do something that I actually fucking want to do, which is this. So, yeah, if you don't get it, I don't think it's an essential part of enjoying the streaming process, honestly. Talk about Texas/Lapland? Yes, please. Are they dating? How long have they been dating? That is actually a joke. I know they are dating. Because I saw some very good doujinshi about it. Thank you, Diz, by the way, for sending that to me. About them, dating. They aren't my main ship, and I don't think I ship anything in Arknights, actually. I've gone on AO3. I've gone on AO3 to see what the Arknights fandom have been doing, fanfiction-wise. And it's all really fucking bad. I'm sorry. I've seen better fanfiction about lesbians, honestly. It's not a good site. I would not go into the AO3 section for Arknights at all. It's not very good. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm just very judgmental as someone who writes a lot. But I feel as though mm, you can kind of get a barometer for people in the fandom by how good the fan fiction is. Not a barometer for how good the work is, like the original canon work is, because it's give and take. You get some good fan fiction, get some bad fan fiction. It's not random, but it's also not just like whatever, you know. But I feel as though if you go into an AO3 section and all of the fan fiction is not good, it's a good representation of how likely it is for you to find someone you can actually talk to about the interesting parts of the game. Imagine reading. I just look at pictures. Oh yeah, we're all illiterate here, right? Actually, I've been thinking about that quite a bit. On the one hand, I don't want to be the kind of person who's just like a super elitist about things. I don't really care, honestly. I would much rather just vibe. But at the same time, I'm kind of getting tired of how often people are like, no thoughts, head empty, or I've never read a book in my life. Not because they aren't entitled to that, but it's because I'm just literally the opposite. I read too much, and my main interest is reading and writing. I don't know. I don't think I'm very smart, but I'm also very tired of fucking saying that I don't that I'm not literate. Not because there's anything wrong with that. Mostly because it's just not true. I do read. I do read way too much. And I would really prefer to talk about it instead of pretending that I'm stupid. But at the same time, it's really convenient to pretend that I'm stupid because then once the cat's out of the bag, what do I do? Do I go back and pretend that I'm stupid? Once the cat's out of the bag and people are, like understand that I'm able to do things, and then they were like, oh wait, shit, I can actually rely on this person now. What am I supposed to do then, huh? Am I supposed to be like, oh wait, shit, I'm gonna go back to being dumb now? No, I can't do that. But at the same time, I care about shit. I care about shit way too much. Barely literate, yeah. I don't know. I just care about writing and reading so much that at this point, I think it would be really not productive to go around telling people, hey, I don't know how to read. I am barely literate. I just kind of want to talk about titties all the time. Which in some cases is true, but in most of the time, it's just not. I like complaining. I feel as though people who are barely literate have very little to complain about, and I wish I was that way. I swear to God I do. I just can't do it. I'm too literate. I am burdened. I am burdened by the weight of my own intelligence, which is such a fucking Judy thing to say, but it's true. I think way too much and I can't stop myself. It's the worst. I just want to have one person I can have an intelligent conversation about Arknights and probably Common Writer with, but I can't find them. I can't find them. There are too many people who are just like, no, that's empty. I just want big titty, and you know what? That's okay. That's okay. It literally is just fine. But yeah. So, I should probably talk about what's going to be happening for the next couple of weeks because I haven't been streaming for a while, and you know, let me actually get my schedule off my own fucking Twitter. And we're just gonna talk. We're just gonna jam about what's fucking happening in the next. Oh, my fuck thing. Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate this addition to my 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 face as well. Really, thank you. But yeah, we should really talk about what the fuck is happening for the next few weeks because things are going to be more or less back to normal, but there are several things that are going to be different. So let me just sort of fart noises. Okay, that's one thing that's not academic about me. I still like fart noises just as a mode of comedy. Fart noises always work, honestly. We browse. That's not it. That's not the thing. What the fuck? Where is it? Oh no! Where did I fucking save it to? Save image as. I know how to use computer. I most certainly do know how to use computer. It's in layout? What the fuck? Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay, so this is actually my schedule. So. Alright. I'm just gonna cover my face. Fuck it. Okay, so this schedule is more or less accurate, but there are going to be a few changes. First of all, on Wednesday, so tomorrow, I can't play Valorant early. There are still a few things that I still need to move uh, from my domicile, from my previous dumpster to here. And that's Gomi is playing Valo. That is crazy. Yeah. During my break, I did hop on to uh, Sky playing Valorant for a little bit, and I have found that as long as I stick to quick play, it's not as terrifying because everybody's supposed to suck at quick play. So yeah, I'm gonna try and play a little bit more Valorant. Wait, have you played Valorant before? Yeah. I'm not very good at it. I probably played it maybe less than a handful of times. But I do try to get my practice in every once in a while. So yeah, I do. I'm trying to make it the one first-person shooter that I am trying to get good at. Yeah, I just do rank my ass from time like an idiot. Oh God. Oh God. No, 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 no. If you guys are any good at Valorant, please do not come to my Valorant streams. It is going to be very frustrating. Um, I seem to remember when I was playing with Sky, there was this one person. I chose Sage because someone had taken Sova, and there was this one person who was very reliant on me being their pocket Sage. And the thing is, I don't know how to heal consistently in the game. I just for the life of me cannot remember what the button to send a heal is mapped to. I can't do it. And they were very angry at me for that. And it was kind of funny that they had this expectation of me to be a very good sage. And I don't know, I they were just like, well, if someone had healed me there, I probably could have done it. And I was like, buddy, I've healed you successfully exactly once. If we're very lucky, it'll happen again. Gomi plays Sova. Proud of you. If you were asking stream leader, I would ask for a collab Sag. Yeah. Sova is the only character I do know how to play. I recently picked up Killjoy and because I've been looking at her kit and I think it's something that I want to try. I also wanted to see if I can pick up Cypher as well. Uh, I just make them beg me for heals. Maybe a meow for the memes. Killjoy is fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel as though she has a kit that I can probably at least learn that has very little to do with me having like my util up at a very prescient time. So I feel as though it's at the very least I can do something, you know? You already know I go for the mommy character, so I made Viper. Hey, wait, I actually didn't know you go for the mommy character. That's so fucking funny. Oh god, that's so fucking funny. But yeah, tomorrow I cannot actually stream at the time I have listed here. I actually probably need to move it to around, say, the same time as today, actually, which was about 4:30 p.m. Eastern, right? Or something? Yeah. So it will actually be later in the day. Oh shit, well, now you know. Yeah, no one had to expose you. You exposed your own ass, dumbass. Oh god. But yeah. I am actually going to be streaming Valorant much later in the day than I have planned here. So, yeah. If you guys would like to play Valorant with me, and you have a later schedule on Wednesday, then I mean, sure, we'll talk about it. Let's fucking go. On Thursday, I think Thursday is going to stay exactly the same because I cannot think of anything else that I need to do Thursday. So Thursday will be Darkest Dungeon. Friday, I have put this on my Twitter, but I will say it here. I cannot stream on Friday. Logistically, it just not does not work out very well. Saturday's stream is going to actually be very late at night due to the same logistical problem. So nothing on the schedule is correct, basically, except for Thursday. Uh, Friday is canceled. Sunday is going to be Genshin Impact, but I have been told that D&D will be starting up again as well. So yeah, I will probably be playing Genshin Impact until the D&D stream. Tentative schedule. I could have said that, but I wanted to commit to actually starting to stream this week. So I made this schedule, I put it up. I was like, great, I'm gonna try and do it. And it all fell to pieces. And you know what? Sometimes that's okay. As long as you're doing shit, it is okay for things to just straight up fall to pieces. I am I am trying to make my life not dependent on whether I do something perfect. That's what this stream has been about. That's what this entire channel, this is what my existence on the internet as a streamer has been about, honestly. I'm trying to get content out there, whether it is good or bad. I do not give a shit at this point. I just want it to be done, you know? I honestly cannot give less of a shit if it's good or not. Maybe the day I care if things are good will be the day someone actually pays me to do all of this, but no one is. I mean, I do get subscriptions every once in a while, but it's not enough for me to put all of my time and work into it, so why should I, you know? I've put in as much work as I wanted to, and I'm really happy with what I've done. Um, Okay, no, pause. I am really happy with what I've done with the time constraints that I have. I could probably do better, but no one's paying me to do it. So I'm not gonna. All right, is that everything that I wanted to go over? I think next week. Oh, I actually do want to go over one last thing. Next week, I will probably be playing a lot of the games that I promised before, the week before that I wanted to do. So, I think that I just like how Mudrock has a thick Scudivara, but her skin makes her a small Goral. Yeah, she's just this kid in a thick armor. I honestly like her better in the armor. She just looks warm. Whenever she takes the armor off, and I'm just like, girl, just have a training bra on under that. You love yourself. Mm. But next week, um, I think that what I'm going to do is if I don't make good progress in the Darkest Dungeon, I will just make that into an off-stream game because I do really want to finish it before the sequel comes out. So Darkest Dungeon, I spelled it wrong on my piece of paper right here. Darkest Dungeon is going to be off-stream maybe next week. But there were a lot of games before my break that I wanted to play on stream, and I want to try and play a lot of shorter experiences. So, Hellsinger is one of them. I saw someone play that before my during my break, and I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm out of an FPS game. Not that I'm gonna be any good at it, but mostly because the gimmick I think is really really cool, and the music seems really good. So Hellsinger is definitely up for next week. I kind of want to get to Outer Wilds next week. Outer Wilds. Let's see. There are some collab ideas that I want to do that I will probably put into my I will just cast out into my network of livers to see if hey anybody wants to um collab with me. Um What's on that list? There are a lot of things on that list. Played Up is one of them because I finally actually gotten the time to sit down and watch people play Played Up, and it looks all right. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, playing Terraria with you, Diz, specifically. I would like to go get back to that at some point. I just don't know when. Terraria. What else? Hellsinger, Outer Wilds. Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Um, Kingdom Hearts is not going to be next week because what I want to do is see if I can get a PS5 controller and play it with a controller as God intended it. But Kingdom Hearts is something that is some I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts from the very beginning for a really long time, so that's what I want to do. It's going to be Bear explains as soon as they get a controller. But as soon as I get that controller, I'm gonna try and make it more of a series where there aren't a lot of video games I know pretty much everything about, but Kingdom Hearts is definitely one of them. So I kind of want to be one of those games where I just sort of pick it apart for all the parts that I find interesting. I have reading week next week, so therefore game grind. Yeah, all right, then let's plan something. Yeah, down for that. Um, what else? Okay, Genshin grind is gonna be every Sunday, not because I want to, but because I'm going to have to in order to quit it. But after that, I think okay, do you guys want me to play Arknights on stream? I don't know if it's a very streamable game. Um, Mostly because I feel like a lot of the content for it is a lot better when mm, you're just kind of enjoying it on your own. I don't know, do people stream Arknights? Do people watch people stream Arknights? I'm not actually sure. I've only seen people stream the endgame content like the current CC10. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so maybe not. I'm not prepared. Like my or the 3-star all-star challenges, etc. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do not feel prepared to do any of that. Like I think the most I would do when streaming Arknights content would be just to like have a really chill stream where I do the roguelite mode over and over again, just to grind it, you know? Otherwise, I've seen people stream the story, but I honestly fall asleep to those. Yeah, yeah. I think that I really like the story sometimes in Arknights, but it's just not fun to watch it unless somebody is like doing the voice acting for it or whatever. Um, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Like honestly, if it would either be me doing a challenge mode or roguelite and chill. And I think I would be a lot happier if I could just play it by myself off stream. I'm gonna be dead honest. There are a lot of games that I just play on my own just to make myself happy. Casey's mod in Inscription is one of them. Hades at this point is also one of them. Um, I don't want to stream every single game experience I have. It's just too much. But yeah, I do want to play the roguelike part because I barely touched that. Yeah, yeah. There are some strats for that. There are some things that I find I'm honestly really bad at it. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, sure. I can definitely stream that then. There are some strats for it. There are some things that I like to keep in mind whenever playing it. I still haven't beaten the final boss, not even the normal mode, but I feel like I'm pretty close to it, especially since I do have a pretty ideal setup now. But yeah, streaming the roguelite mode seems like fun. So let me actually put that on my list. Arc Knights challenge, roguelite and chill only. But I think that's gonna be enough for next week. I'm gonna try and one thing that I would like to stream at some point, but not in this month, probably in like the next few months, is IDV, Identity 5, which is a game that is very similar to Dead by Daylight. And I honestly prefer it to Dead by Daylight. So I'll probably be streaming a lot more of that over the next few weeks, because it's one of the games with a competitive mode that I've actually ranked in, and I wouldn't say I'm very good at it, but I would say that I enjoyed enough that I would try and get good at it. If so, like my only two competitive games at this point would be Valorant and IDV, and I'm honestly generally okay with that. But yeah, I think that's everything on my list of games that I was going to plan on streaming. Let me actually search my own Twitter and see if there was anything else that I wanted to do. Gomiya Cha. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of games that I just straight up need to finish. Hang on, let me just make another fucking list. Okay, so I haven't finished Oxenfree, and I know that's also getting a sequel, so I need to get to it at some point. I still haven't finished The Witness. Oh, fucking hell. Witness. When am I gonna get to play Potion Craft? That's a good question. I want to play Potion Craft so bad. Oh, and one thing that I was doing a lot of research on during the break was just a list of horror games that I feel like I can actually play. Because again, one of my main problems with horror games is that I do have like a really crippling fear of dead bodies. So I'm trying to get through a bunch of horror games. Like the problem is I do want the game to surprise me, but I don't want it to surprise me with a dead body and then I'm just like, well, I'm not playing this anymore. I just saw Bill Nye dancing down a model catwalk. Hey, I used to do that. Well, I didn't really used to do that. I had an opportunity to, but then I turned it down. But yeah, good for Bill Nye. I hope he seems like a pretty long guy. I'm sure that he'd be very good at it. But yeah, okay. Witness, Potion Craft, whatever. Oh yeah, and then I had a whole list of games from the Steam sale. Let me just... What did I get from the Steam sale? That's a good question. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah! Ah! Oh, where's my fucking Steam sale? Why do I... So many gifts. Oh, one thing I want to do. I want to do I want to do a graph-based stream. And you'll see what I mean by that, but it's going to be sort of a tier maker list thing. I haven't figured out what I want to sort, but I've got plenty of things to sort, so it's a matter of narrowing down the list. But yeah, let me see. Where is that very fucking long list that I put on Twitter of all of my Steam sale purchases? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I got Yakuza, the first Yakuza. I also got... Dusk, right! I want to play Dusk and a medieval. Maybe I'll do a medieval first, because I know that that's the first in that series. Papers, Please is also a game I want to get to. And Darkwood. Darkwood was one of the horror games that I was looking at on my list of horror games that I think I could play. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, there we are. Golly. But yeah. I think I got to everything on my list of things that I wanted to talk about during the stream. So now I'm going to... Who's still even here anymore? God damn, I've just been talking to myself for the longest fucking time. I don't think I was even particularly entertaining during this part. I don't know why. People keep coming back. But yeah, I am done talking about pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about today. I could probably talk about things I was up to during my break and how hard the moving process was, but I mean, I don't find any of that particularly interesting personally, so I'm not going to give myself... maybe I'll talk about it a little bit later, but for right now, it just does not seem very interesting. But yeah. Um, hmm. A lot of people doing Valentine's Day themed streams. Let's see. Show 5 more channels. I don't know. Maybe I will play a video game. No. No, I promised to do something a little bit after the stream. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartbreak. Yeah, that's one thing that I should probably do at some point. I miss doing karaoke. I've been practicing a lot of new songs. Feels strong, man. I've been practicing a whole bunch of songs, and I'm excited to sing them for you at some point. I've got a lot of projects in the works. There's so much I want to do. But yeah, right now what I'm doing is trying to find a stream to raid, actually, since I don't know, I feel like the stream's done. Do you guys feel like the stream is done? I really feel like the stream is fucking over. But I got to everything that I wanted to. I caught up with my chat. I got exactly 1 new subscriber, or a new follower. Thanks again. I don't know. I feel like I'm done. And I feel like we all need to just enjoy life. Oh god. Do I enjoy life? That's a good question. Interesting. Who has a very interesting avatar here? Also, if you guys have anybody that I can raid, Arknight's Enlightenment Bear Lore stream. Yeah, I mean, I think honestly the Arknight's part was a lot more interesting to me personally than the Bear Lore, but again, it is what it is. Announcement that Bear is back to take hold of all your trash bins. I mean, I never left your trash bin. It's just that you're never gonna find me in there. You never. My feet are too fast. You will never catch me. Let's see who is actually doing something interesting and also has an interesting avatar. If you guys have any requests as to someone to raid, I would very happily take any suggestions. But right now, I'm just looking for. Oh, it's this person's birthday and they're playing Pokemon. And I like their model. Okay, let's rate this person. Bear the 0.1 bacteria that cannot be cleaned out. Yeah, whenever the 99.9, yeah, during any commercial where they're like Lysol kills 99.9% of all bacteria. I'm the 1% that's just like, bitch, I'm here forever. All right, let me actually... Oh yeah, so, okay, it's still muted. Yeah, thank you for coming to my stream. I am very glad that I've gotten such a warm welcome back. I really do appreciate that people actually want to see my content, even after this long. I will be back to streaming at a pretty much normal schedule. My Fridays and Mondays may no longer be a thing due to where I now live and where I work. But otherwise, I will try and be back to a full streaming capacity as much as I can. All right. So we'll go ahead and get this raid started. Thank you very much for coming by. I really appreciate it. And hey, if you are watching the VOD for this, who are you? Who are you? Literally, I don't think I've ever met anybody who actually watches my VODs. But thank you. Also, are you crazy? But thanks. I guess. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I had a good time today, but I got a lot done, so I mean, that's almost the same thing, right? All right, raid. Paste. All right. Oh, also, again, I do have a new outro. Um, I got smacked by an ad. All right. Are you? If just let me know when you're back, okay? But yeah. Um. Well, while you're getting smacked by an ad, let me know when you're back. Okay, good. All right, I'm gonna get this raid started. Again, VOD watchers, thanks. And I do have an outro now, so if you stick around for a little bit, you'll be able to see it. It's a pretty simple one, but if you would take a look at it, I would really appreciate it because I did make the music and the visuals for it. So, yeah. Oh, I should probably mention that I drew the entirety of the intro video as well. So yeah, if you could take a look at that at some point too, I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, let's get this raid started. Again, if you could look at my outro, I'd appreciate it. If not, but yeah, love the shading on that. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow for Valorant. Take care and bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.